Once upon a spreadsheet, in the land of decimal, lived an INTP named Quinton. Quinton wasn't your average Joe. He was a human calculator, who saw life through the lens of if-then statements and nested loops. You see, Quinton had a unique ability, the ability to overthink anything and everything. While others saw a $5 coffee as just that, Quinton saw it as precisely 0.014% of his annual discretionary budget. If only people knew. Quinton's daily routine was an ensemble of logic puzzles. Breakfast decisions were made using a complex algorithm that maximized nutritional intake per dollar spent. Every afternoon, his leisure reading consisted of white papers on the virtues of index funds versus individual stocks. By evening, he'd be knee-deep in a sea of pie charts, mapping out his savings strategy for the next 40 years. Still, he never lost his cool. Spreadsheets were his Zen garden. One day, Quinton was faced with an existential crisis. His 10-year-old laptop, the sacred relic that held all his spreadsheets, began showing signs of an impending digital demise. Emotionally, most people would have panicked, but Quinton? Oh, no. He approached it as he approached everything else, methodically. Step 1. Conduct a cost-benefit analysis. Would it be more economical to repair the ancient device, or invest in a new one? Step 2. Study the depreciation rates of laptops over time, and calculate the future value loss. Step 3. Seek out reviews, ratings, and user feedback. By the time Quinton made his decision, he hadn't just bought a new laptop. He had written a detailed report that could have been published in a financial journal. With Quinton, you see, financial decisions weren't just choices. They were epic quests filled with data dragons and logic labyrinths. Friends and family came to him for financial advice, though they'd often leave with a headache. He'd start talking about compound interest in such detail that their eyes would glaze over faster than a Krispy Kreme donut. But this was Quinton in his element. Despite his quirks, people secretly admired his steadfast rationality, even though it occasionally made them question their life choices. To him, every dollar wasn't just currency, it was an opportunity to optimize. So the next time you're about to make an impulsive purchase, just remember our friend Quinton. Somewhere in the land of decimal, he's probably facepalming at your financial indiscretions and whipping up a new formula to save you from yourself.